Welcome to In the Wind Tarot. Here's another reading for our collective. I hope someone finds a message in here. I've already prayed for protection and made a connection, and I suggest you do the same. What can we find out today that we need to look at, that someone in our collective needs to understand, bring more clarity to situations in their life? I'm not a doctor or a lawyer or any of the other professions. I am a tarot reader. I've read tarot for about 35 years and am becoming acquainted with a lot of the newer cards. But I suggest you seek professional help if you need them. We have conflict, Knight of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, and the Lovers. So in the cut, we have a Knight of Wands who is in conflict because he's going to spin his Wheel of Fortune and go towards it says lovers, but it can also mean a collaboration of some kind, a joining. All right. Decision. Juggling. Rolling with the punches. The end of a cycle, or being stabbed in the back and leaving sorrows behind. There were 10 swords. Now they've taken 6 of them. And they're holding on to their 4 of Pentacles. They're holding on to their security, stability, and they're protecting their money. And they look to me in this particular picture like he's thinking of a way to spin off one of these pentacles and possibly make more. Let's see. If any of these situations or people resonate with you, don't get triggered and run off and do something silly if it's something that's bad. Stop and think. And remember, you're on a journey to find your higher self, the high road. Always take the high road. Okay. So they're holding on, recuperating. Lovers. And hang on just a minute. Okay, those are those. I've made a set of cards that we can put in place of these well, actually, I don't see them. So we have the Lovers here. We have the Lovers. So they're taking a break from, they're recuperating from a situation of lovership, a union of some kind. The Ace of Pentacles is a large offer of money. They want to offer that to the Empress. Either because she's locked up somehow in her head or physically, or maybe they were offered money to lock up a Empress. Six of Cups reversed is, it is not someone from your past. We're going to go ahead and assume the collective is the Empress, even if you are in the Eight of Swords right now. The King of Pentacles is next to success, accolades, returning, homecoming. The King of Pentacles is someone who is usually established and has money, understands money. All right. Someone has made a decision. They have ended a cycle. They've left the past. They're holding on to what they have now. They're recuperating. And they're thinking about either a new love, I would say, because it's running in the future, a new love, and they want to offer money to the Empress, who is unable to move forward, who is stuck in her head, stuck in a place, and is not someone from their past. The King of Pentacles feels that he can come in successfully and appear as the Hanged Man, but he's undecided if he has enough money or if there's any interest. I may not post. This isn't flowing as nicely as I would like, or it's just really going on about the same thing. There may not be any interest in joining up. Because the Empress believes the King of Pentacles will offer a Knight of Cups and leave her in the cold. In actuality, is what the King of Pentacles thinks. Because the King of Pentacles has probably seen this happen before. At this time, we only have 2 people out here, or maybe 3. And here comes the Queen of Pentacles. Oh, the King of Pentacles. Oh. They must have left each other. Okay. Looks to me like the Empress made a decision She's left her sorrows behind. She's recuperating from a love affair. She's working on her money. She's keeping herself separate from old friends. She's not. Her old friends and her relationships are tied up. They're bound. They're blocked. The King of Pentacles went off on a trip to learn and receive his messages. And he's undecided if he has enough money for someone to be interested in marrying him. The Queen of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups is offering his cup to the Queen of Pentacles. The Knight of Cups was left out in the cold. He's been working on his money, and he's been celebrating with the Queen of Pentacles. She is burdened because she chose a new path and fought, contended for an offer of love. What can the collective know more about this King of Pentacles? Because part of it, I'm seeing that there may be nothing he can do but sacrifice himself, because he may be facing something, trouble, or he may be in his head about someone who is not an old friend of his. Because he seems to be the one having trouble. The Empress seems to be relaxing or recuperating. The King of Pentacles is on the move, and the Knight of Cups is on the move. And the Queen of Pentacles thought she would be very happy, but apparently she has been left out in the cold with burdens, and she does not have the love that she was seeking. Let's see what this, what about this King of Pentacles? Is he tied up in his head? Is he looking to successfully sacrifice someone or himself in order to avoid problems? What can we know? What can we know about the old King of Pentacles? Yes, he's facing some truths. He studied a message. Truth, cutting away the good from the bad. What does this truth have to do with? Temperance. Oh, he's waiting for the Emperor to decide what he's going to do about the Queen of Cups and her happiness. This looks like the read we had that was the other day. Had about 8 people in it. That was, I think I just pretty much dropped those. They didn't really come out. So the King of Pentacles is waiting on the Emperor to decide what to do about the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles seem to have 2 separate agendas. So let's find out. What's the Queen of Pentacles up to? What is she waiting for? What does she want? Those would seem the largest point of contention. Let me get my other cards. All right. Let's find out more about the Queen of Pentacles, please. More about the Queen of Pentacles. Oh, Star, King of Pentacles. Holding on. Okay. Maybe we get some more on the Queen of Pentacles. In the cut, it indicated that she knows that the King of Pentacles is holding on to something. Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, the World, completion of a cycle, waiting on the results, again with the Five of Swords, and confusion. So she's maybe caused some confusion with the King of Pentacles and his plans. I bet it's the Knight of Cups. I bet she's sending the Knight of Cups. Oh, dear. I bet she's sending the Knight of Cups to the Empress. He's going to leave her out in the cold and work on her and party with her, but really just leave her out in the cold because apparently the King of Pentacles is desiring the Empress. And also he's worried about the Queen of Cups and what the Emperor is going to do about that. So let's find out more about who can we find out more about? Let's find out what the Queen of Cups is going on with her. Because the Emperor is going to make a decision, so he's just going to make a decision. What's the Queen of Cups worried about? I swear these people have some excitement going on. She's worried about a new path or the new path that she chose. Worried about her future path. What about it? What is she worried about? What's possible outcomes here? For the Queen of Cups. What are the possible outcomes for the Queen of Cups, please? Queen of Cups. Where's the Emperor? Let's look at him while we're... What's the possible outcome? Probable outcome here. Oh. That she will be working on a harvest until the end of a cycle. And the Nine of Pentacles is not interested, as the Four of Cups over here. She's decided that it would be a burden to join up with the King of Pentacles, and she is defending herself from such a thing. But she will be successful in the end. So to recap, the Queen of Pentacles is upset. She's sending in a Knight of Cups to the Empress in order to thwart the King of Pentacles, who appears to be her ex. The Empress is in recuperation from a relationship. The Queen of Cups is awaiting a decision by the Emperor, and her probable outcome is that she will have to work probably for the rest of her life for the path that she chose. And Nine of Pentacles, who is probably the Empress, is not interested in any join up in a love situation, and she is defending it, and she will be successful. The Knight of Cups, we didn't really clarify him. If the Knight of Cups is sent into you, you should be able to recognize him as a Knight of Cups, because his cup of love is empty, and he drinks it himself most of the time. He's learning. He's a young man. He's learning about love. So that's what we all do. We learn. And hopefully we end up successful. This has been In the Wind Tarot. Thank you.